Now for this one, I thought what we will do is we will focus on the full wreath border. So you can see this one here, you've got that nice rounded one. So what we're going to do is we're going to bring in some of the stamping card that you get within the actual subscription box. And I've cut this down to 5x5. So then what I'm going to do is, because we are using our actual tri-blend pens, or you could use your classics if you wanted to. I am bringing in my alcohol proof ink pad. So I'm just going to use the Noir Black for this one. And then what I'm doing is I'm just bringing in my stamp set. So I'm just going to take this straight off and I'm just going to pop it straight onto my stamping platform. Now if you have a large one with the actual magnetic base, that will work perfectly, and it will also work with the really small one. So all that I'm going to do now is taking that ink pad and I'm just going to tap the ink over the top. Now these stamps here, these are so good to make really quick but really standout cards. If you need one of those cards, you know, in a hurry, or just something that you want to just give to someone to let them know that you're thinking of them but don't want to take a lot of time to make it, then this is this perfect kind of stamp to use. So I'm just stamping that out. So I'm just popping pressure all the way around just to make sure that I've got that nice coverage of ink. And then once I'm happy with that, I'm going to remove that out the way, and we can see there we've then got that perfect, absolutely spot on image of the stamp. So then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to bring in a piece of cardstock. So this is just any cardstock that I had just lying about. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring in a few of my tri-blend pens. Now, as I said, you can be using your classic pens, or if you want to do your aqua pens, you would then use your waterproof ink pads. So you can do so many different techniques. We're going to keep it quite simple for this one. So for anyone that wants to know, I'm using the light green blend. I'm also using the coral shade. I'm also using the jade green blend, and I'm also using the fair skin blend. So all that I'm going to do with these is I'm not going to do the kind of like the three-tone blending. I'm just going to go full on with the colour on each stamped area, and it gives you a nice effect as well. So all that I'm just going to do is, for this one, I'll go to the lightest shade of, no, let's go for the mid shade of the coral. And then all that I'm just going to do is, let's go into these smaller flowers, and I'm just going to colour them in. Now, if you like to do your shading, you absolutely can do. It will look absolutely incredible if you do your three shade blending technique. But for this one, as I say, I am just going full on with the one colour layer. Now, I'm just building up the colour that I see fit into my eyes. So I'm just having a look for these small ones. So I've got a couple of small ones there and there, and I've got them as the red or the coral shade. And then what I'm going to do is let's bring in the deeper one, and this is the deeper of the light green blend. And what I'm just going to do is I'm just going to colour in the leaves. So I'm just working my way around, so every leaf that I see I'm going to colour in with the green. So this is the deeper shade of the light green blend. So I'm just working my way all the way around, picking out any of the leaves. Of course, you could pop additional colour of green on any of the other elements if you wanted to. That's not a problem. It's just depending on what colour theme that you want. Keep it very spring-like if you want, but then bringing in your oranges, your yellows, your browns, you can make it a very autumn coloured colour if you wanted to, or go winter. Add some of your glitter sparkle if you wanted to as well. Maybe some blues, that icy look, and you can use it for your winter time. But then just colouring in just a few of these leaves just here. And then what I'm just going to do is take one of the other colours that I've got. So this one will go for the jade green blend. Maybe not one you always think of when it comes to like a collection of flowers, but I'm going for the lightest area or the lightest colour. And then what I'm just going to do is a few of these additional parts of the foliage, I'm just going to just colour these ones in. So I'll do a few of these ones, and then I'll do a few of these larger flowers, and then I'll bring one in that I've already completed fully. So I'll just leave it there with that one. And then what I'm going to do is if I bring in the fair skin blend one, and then these main flowers here, I'm just going to colour them in. And what I think I will do for these ones is I'll go over the whole flower with the lightest colour, and then I'm just going to go to the mid, and I'm just going to add just a little bit of accent colour into the middle. So let's just do one more just here. So I'm just going to colour that one in, just like that one. And then let's go for the mid, and we'll just add that in. So I'm doing a bit of blending, but I'm not using the 3 tones, just the 2 for this one. So it starts to build up, and then the more that you colour in, the more actual definition you add, then it starts to look like that. Now I'm going to leave it like this, but you can maybe pop a die cut in the middle if you wanted to. That's entirely up to yourself. But then if I bring that one in, and then all that I've done as well is just using the stamps as well as the butterflies. You've got the die as well. I've just stamped the butterflies out and die cut them. So we've got the actual butterfly just there. So if I turn that over the back there, that's where I've got the butterfly, and then there is the coordinated die that just goes around it. And these are perfect for your mini or your bow. So let's just pop that one to the side, and then I've just got a few elements here just ready to build up when it comes to creating my card. I've taken one of the 6x6 cards, and then what I've also just done is taken the sentiment stamp that also comes with on the sheet, and I've just popped that onto a bit of the background card. So let's just take our actual glue. So we'll use our glue for this one. You could be using your tape runner if you wanted to, or maybe your sprays. That's entirely up to yourself. But I'm just going to add this one down onto this kind of deep jade colour, and that's why I chose the lightest jade blend within the middle just here, because it just accents and coordinates with the background card just perfectly. And then I've taken one of the pattern papers and I've just matte and layered that onto one of the light oranges. Let's just pop that onto our card blank as well. So that can just go straight on. So that's going to go onto our 6x6, just like that one. And I'm just pressing that down. And then what we're going to do is let's just lift this topper here, and let's just add a bit of height. If you've got your glue gel, you can do, or if you want to post this and you're maybe a wee bit wary about having to post it with it cost, then just pop that straight over the back with some of your tape. But I'm just going to pop this one on. So let's just have a look. Let's pop it that way at a bit of an angle, pressing that into place. Let's take the butterflies. So I'm taking 2 of them, and then all that I'm going to do is add just a bit of glue on the back, just like that one. And then let's just position that one up to the top. And then let's position this one towards the bottom. And then what I'm going to do is if I bring that sentiment in, let's bring in another foam pad. And all that I'm going to do is add that to the back. So popping that one on, and then I'm just going to add that just to the side. Now I'm not doing anything extra with this. Remember, you still got your ribbons, you still get your gems, but that's all that I'm doing with that one. A nice simple card, doesn't take long at all, just the colouring that you need to spend a bit of time on. But if you wanted to keep it black and white, you absolutely can. But that's one card that you could be making with that large circle one. If we bring in this one, so again, very much more of a pastel tone for this one just here. Kind of same layout, but just changing the actual direction of the images. So that's that one, and then we've also got this one just here where we have layered it up, and with the actual restamp we've just freehand cut that all the way around. And then as you can see there, we've just added some of the ribbon, some of the gems as well. So that just gives you a few ideas of the different things that you can create when it comes to the border stamp set.